party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light swish.
Go ahead, touch down like Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash? Did that drip?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the London Black Knights. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Carry now for Nick Chubb, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Down, they'll run with Chubb. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
Conventional wisdom tells runners to work north and south and get upfield, but he was hoping he could win the race to the pylon. Excellent job of pursuit there by the defense, and they wound up knocking him backwards.
On 2nd and goal, Carr incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
6-yard line.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the Raiders pick it up. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 7, Black Knights nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make... He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35.
Good. 4.
And a huge play that time. And even 40 yards.
35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
End of the first quarter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the return return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now an option play on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action now. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
180. Kings. Just like that.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
3-yard attempt.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From midfield, here's Carr. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, going to get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
10-yard line.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
The first half.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
He was brought down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive line will still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On play action, it's Carr. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and this time he is in. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check nickel.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it this time. And that will be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play fake. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And a Raider 1st down.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 brings up 2nd.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
The 16-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Josh
A
Jacobs.
nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw here. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
It's 4th down and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 30.